But a catastrophic outcome for another rocket launch, this one in the U.S. state of Virginia. It was destined for the International Space Station. CCTV's Jim Spellman has that story.
Began with the familiar countdown.
3, 2, 1.
But then, just a few seconds into the launch of the unmanned Antares rocket, the $200 million craft and its 2,000 kilograms of cargo lost in a giant fireball.
Stay at your consoles, everyone console.
The rocket was built by Orbital Sciences Corporation and contracted by NASA to take supplies and research materials to the International Space Station, the ISS. NASA says no one was hurt in the explosion.
Whether there were humans involved or not, it's just as traumatic to those people that were, put their blood, sweat, and tears in all that effort.
Since the Space Shuttle program ended in 2011, NASA has outsourced ISS resupply missions to private companies. Antares carried more than 600 kilograms of food, though officials say the ISS has plenty of provisions aboard to last until March of next year. Plus experiments, including a project created by these students to study the effect of microgravity on slime mold.
At first, we didn't know how to react, and now it's settling in. It's still very shocking and sad to have seen such a catastrophic event.
This footage of the Antares crash, shot by a pilot flying nearby, shows how big the fireball was as the fuel aboard the rocket exploded at the Wallops Island launch facility in Virginia. Orbital Sciences Corporation will lead the investigation.
Something went wrong, and we will find out what that is. We will determine the root cause, and we will correct that, and we will come back and fly here at Wallops again.
There were a number of failures during the year.
In the past 57 years, 7 NASA space missions have crashed on the launch pad or seconds after liftoff. Tuesday's explosion reminds us that going into space is still risky.
We need to remind people that this is hard. What we do is hard.
Weather was clear at the time of the launch, and there's no indication of any technical malfunctions until the explosion. Investigators will look at anything found in the wreckage to try to find out what happened and make sure it doesn't happen again. Jim Spellman, CCTV, Washington.